Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. Today, we are going to speak about a very relevant topic, which is basically covering the commodities of the basically covering different commodity currencies across the globe. So today we are covering the topic which is known as volatility gauges and dollar index. Now, welcome to the world of foreign exchange Maverick Thinkers, which is a YouTube channel, and I'm extremely happy to share that YouTube channel is almost scheduled to have a partnership agreement, which is a marketing partnership agreement with a different Singapore-based firm. But for today, we are covering a topic which is volatility gauges and dollar index. Now, there are 5 commodity currencies in the world, which is Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, and Norwegian crown. And 5th is a Russian ruble. Now, this video deliberately do not cover Russian ruble. There is a reason behind it. Why we are not covering Russian ruble? Because Russian ruble is a very volatile currency in the world, and it's having volatility rate of more than 25%, which of course seems unreasonable, but this is something which is a fact of the game. But we are covering the 4 different currencies, which is Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, and Norwegian crown. Now, as we understand that in the last 2 weeks, the valuation of the dollar has reduced. Well, on the paper, dollar has come up with a strong jobs growth, which is NFL. However, on the other side, the dollar valuation has decreased. As in the earlier videos, we have a word like there are the currency pairs across the world are of 2 types. One is direct and one is indirect. Now, direct currency pairs are those pairs wherein your currency is at base currency. On the other hand, indirect currency pairs are those pairs when your currency is at termed currency. Now, every currency pair would have a base currency and would have a term currency. Now, if I am saying Aussie dollar, then Aussie is a base currency. On the other hand, dollar is a term currency. If I am saying dollar Aussie, assuming, then dollar is a base currency and Aussie is the term currency. Although there is no standard definition of the base and no standard definition of direct and indirect currency across the globe, but as of now, if your currency is a base currency, then it is a direct, and if your currency is a term currency, then it is an indirect. In this, we are going to cover the 2 direct pairs, which is Aussie and New Z, and we are going to cover the 2 indirect, which is Canadian and NOK. If you carefully see that Aussie is trading at 0.7466, which was all scheduled to touch 0.68 in the last maybe in the next 2 weeks or so, in the last 2 weeks or so. New Zealand dollar, shortly known as New Z are scheduled to touch at 0.63, but now trading at 0.68. So both these are up by approximately 5 big figures. Now, the minimum element in these currency pairs is basis point, which is 0.0001 or 0.01%, except Japanese yen. One big figure is 100 basis point. Now, if you carefully see that Australian dollar 1 month is 12.10, 3 months 11.90, 12 months 1.27, 9 months 12.32, and 1 year is 12.37. These all are implied vols. So let me write here, these all are implied vols. Now, these all are implied vols. If we carefully see that New Zealand dollar is also facing the highest implied vols, Canadian dollar is also facing highest implied vols, and NOK also. These 2 currencies went down because of a low valuation of a dollar index. Today, dollar index, which is shortly known as USDX, which was as approximately 100, today close to 97.50. Now, the purpose of the video is to aware the treasurers, the traders, the bankers, the interbank traders, with the fact that sitting today, all the direct pairs are moving up. If I talked about euro, then 1 euro is 1.09. If I talked about GBP, then it is 1.43. Now, we all understand that GBP was almost touched 1.39 and euro did touch 1.08. So things are up by several basis points for all of the currencies, and that is what we need to understand. So it's a very right time for corporate treasurers, traders, your interbank traders, and other people who are part of the foreign exchange market to book the option contract. So if you are having any exposure in Australian dollar, in New Zealand dollar, in Canadian dollar, in euro, in GBP, in NOK, then you should book forwards, you should book options, and you should book range forwards, which is also known as cost reduction structures. Please be understand that the purpose of the video is to let you know about the high implied vols sitting today, and these implied vols will go higher over the period of time. So if we sincerely need to protect ourselves from the high volatility level, then one thing which we certainly have to do, we need to make sure that we need to hedge. We need to hedge our portfolio. If we are a trader, if we are a corporate treasurer, if we are an interbank trader or whatsoever, using forward options and range forwards. That is a request which I would like to conclude from this video. I hope you went through our the January 2016 edition of our magazine, which is the Maverick Treasurer, and the February 2016 magazine is almost on the cards in next 3-4 days. You're most welcome to have the copy of the magazine by writing to me at rahulmagan89@gmail.com, and you are welcome to connect with me 9899242978. At the end, I would like to stress the fact that we should go for an option contract in these currencies, then go for a forward contract. Thank you and have a great day.